An ecosystem is a system that includes all living organisms, its biotic factors, in an area as well as its physical environment, its abiotic factors, functioning together as one. Biotic features are living organisms, whereas abiotic are non-living organisms. Abiotic features affect the biotic features. For example, in our ecosystem, biotic features are coral, crabs, fish, starfish, sea anemones, and bacteria. Abiotic features are temperature of the water, sun, the rocks, pH levels in the water, oxygen levels in the water, and salinity levels in the water. The sun affects the local biota by being its source of energy and life. With photosynthesis, it keeps the plants alive, which is food for the small crustaceans, which get eaten by fish and continue on in the food chain. Temperature determines what type of species of organisms live there, because some can't survive in certain climates. The rocks let coral grow on it, which is home to the organisms. As water evaporates from shallow pools, it leaves behind salt. So as it evaporates, it makes the water very salty and uninhabitable. So without regular seawater reaching it, the salinity levels will rise. People trampling on organisms impacts on the ecosystem. Animals living in tide pools overcome enormous environmental obstacles only to be crushed by unaware humans. The greatest impact can often be seen and felt through the loss of algae as they are trampled upon and worn away, resulting in the loss of habitat, which can cause a loss of whole ecosystems. Pollution is another impact on this ecosystem. Urban runoff is pollution that is washed by rain, sprinklers, and any running water from our yards, streets, and other areas into nearby waterways and eventually into the ocean. The pollution that gets washed away includes pesticides, herbicides, and fertilizer from our lawns, car fluids from roads and driveways, pet waste, and general litter. When beaches are closed after a storm, it is to protect humans from the toxins in the runoff. The tide pools have to stay open for their inhabitants. An idea that could help preserve this ecosystem would be to put forward measures that will protect the ecosystem from being trampled on. There are many methods to help stop this, including closing Giles rock pool to swimmers, but this isn't a very viable option because it is a large tourist attraction and is loved by locals and casual swimmers. A more viable alternative that will still get results would be to raise awareness of the ecosystem's weaknesses and encourage sustainable behavior at the rock pool. This could be by putting up signs, having guards, or restricting swimming and swimmers at certain times for rehabilitation. This will work because without people trampling on these ecosystems, they will have an easier time living healthy lives and being around for everyone to enjoy. Once we have done this, we can worry about the more serious and hard to deal with issues like pollution and the spread of herbicides and pesticides that are negatively impacting the rock pool and the ocean.